I am so glad you've chosen to spend this time with me today. I want to start by asking you a question. At age 70 or 80, do you ever stop and take a moment to feel proud of the amazing things your body can still do? So often we talk about the limitations of aging. Society, and sometimes even our own doctors, can focus on what we can no longer do, the aches and pains, and the challenges we face. It's a narrative of decline, and frankly, it can be quite discouraging. But today, we are going to completely flip that script. We are not talking about limitations. Instead, we are going to celebrate strength, resilience, and the spirit of those who are not just getting older, but are aging brilliantly. We will explore 5 specific signs that indicate a person is in truly remarkable health, both physically and mentally. These are the abilities that truly matter for maintaining a high quality of life and a joyful sense of independence. These are the markers that define excellent senior health. In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 special abilities. If you can still do them, then congratulations. You truly are a rare gem. For each ability, I will explain the scientific significance behind it, what it truly reveals about your underlying health. I will also share an inspirational story of someone who embodies that achievement and provides simple tips to help all of us maintain or work towards these precious skills. This isn't a test. It's a celebration of capability. So I invite you to watch until the end to discover if you are one of these rare gems. If this message resonates with you, please share this video with friends and family to celebrate the amazing seniors in your life. And if you're new here, please take a moment to subscribe and hit that notification bell. 1. Getting up from the floor, unassisted. Our first sign of being a rare gem is a remarkable physical feat that speaks volumes about your overall health. The ability to sit down on the floor and then get back up to a standing position smoothly without needing to use your hands for support or lean on a piece of furniture. Imagine being able to sit down on the carpet to play with a grandchild or a pet, and then rising back to your feet with grace and confidence. This single action is a profound demonstration of functional strength and mobility that many people, even those much younger, struggle with. It's a true hallmark of a body that is still strong, flexible, and well-coordinated. This is not just a party trick. From a medical standpoint, it's one of the most comprehensive tests of overall physical health you can perform. It's what we call a complex motor task, and successfully completing it demonstrates an incredible combination of physical attributes, all working in harmony. First, it shows you have excellent total body strength. You need strong leg and glute muscles to power your body upward, significant core strength to stabilize your torso throughout the movement, and even upper body strength to help with balance and control. Second, it requires remarkable flexibility, especially in your hips, knees, and ankles. You need a good range of motion in these joints to move from a seated or kneeling position to a standing one without excessive strain. And third, it showcases your motor coordination. Your brain must flawlessly sequence a series of complex movements, send in precise signals to dozens of muscles in the correct order to execute the action smoothly. In fact, the importance of this ability is backed by significant scientific research. A well-known study called the sitting-rising test, published in the European Journal of Preventive Cardiology, followed thousands of adults for years. It found a powerful correlation in individuals who could get up from the floor with little or no support, had a significantly lower risk of mortality from all causes. In simple terms, this ability is a strong predictor of longevity. It's a powerful real-world indicator of excellent senior health. This brings to mind a wonderful gentleman named Mr. John, who at 80 years old is the epitome of this achievement. His greatest joy is his 5-year-old grandson, Leo. When Leo comes to visit, Mr. John doesn't sit in a chair and watch from afar. He gets right down on the living room floor, with him sitting cross-legged, to build intricate Lego castles and race cars. But the truly beautiful part is what happens when they're done. Without a grunt or a groan, Mr. John fluidly moves into a kneeling position and then rises to his feet with an ease that belies his age. I once asked him about it, and he chuckled. He said, "My grandkids keep me young, but my body lets me keep up with them." Being able to get on their level to see the world from their eyes on the floor is a gift. But knowing I have the strength to get back up on my own, that's not just a gift, that's my freedom. For Mr. John, this ability isn't about showing off, it's about connection, confidence, and the deep reassurance that if he ever had a minor slip, he possesses the functional strength to handle it. Whether you can already do this or want to work towards it, the key is to maintain the underlying strength and flexibility. Two of the best and safest exercises to support this ability are chair squats and wall push-ups. Chair squats directly build the leg and glute power needed to lift your body weight, while wall push-ups maintain the crucial upper body and core strength needed for stability. Practicing these simple movements a few times a week is a direct investment in this remarkable capability. Total body strength is the foundation, but to move safely and confidently, especially on uneven surfaces, we need an even more crucial element: balance. Let's look at our second achievement, a quick and powerful test of your stability. If you are proud of your strength and your ability to move, comment "powerful movement" below too. Standing on one leg for 10 seconds. Our second sign of being a rare gem is the ability to stand on one leg without holding on to anything for support for a full 10 seconds, without significant wobbling or needing to put your other foot down. It sounds simple, almost like a child's game. But this simple test is one of the most powerful predictors of future health and longevity that we have. It's a quiet display of a highly functional nervous system and a well-honed sense of balance. Standing on one leg is far more than a physical trick. It's a window into the health of your nervous system. This action requires a constant high-speed feedback loop between your brain, your inner ear's vestibular system, the proprioceptive sensors in your standing ankle and leg, and your vision. All of these systems must work in perfect harmony to make thousands of micro-adjustments per second to keep you upright. If you can hold this position steadily, it indicates that this complex communication network is functioning at a very high level. The scientific community takes this test very seriously. A major study published in the prestigious British Journal of Sports Medicine in 2022 followed over 1,700 older adults. The findings were stunning. The study concluded that an inability to stand on one leg for 10 seconds in mid to later life was linked to a nearly doubled risk of death from any cause within the next decade. This has made the 10-second one-leg stand a critical marker for assessing senior health. It's not the inability to stand that's the problem itself. Rather, It's what that inability signifies about a person's underlying health stability and risk of falls. This achievement always makes me think of Mrs. Barbara, a vibrant 78-year-old, who finds her greatest peace walking the trails at her local park. What I admire most about her is not her speed, but her confidence. She navigates uneven paths, steps over protruding tree roots, and handles curbs with an easy grace that many people younger than her lack. Her secret: she understands the importance of balance. She told me once, "I practice standing on one leg every morning while I brush my teeth. I hold the counter at first, but I try to let go for a few seconds. It's my daily tune-up." That simple 2-minute daily habit is what gives her the confidence to move freely and safely in an unpredictable world. Her excellent balance means she isn't limited to smooth, flat surfaces. It means she can continue to enjoy nature and the activities that bring her joy without fear. The good news is that balance is a skill that can be trained and improved at any age. The two best exercises are the very ones that test it. First, practice the one leg stand itself, but do it safely. Start by standing behind a sturdy chair, holding on with both hands. As you get steadier, progress to holding on with one hand, then just your fingertips, then hovering your hands above the chair. Second, practice the heel-to-toe walk. Walking as if you were on a balance beam with a wall or countertop nearby for support is a fantastic way to improve your dynamic or moving balance. Stability is critical, but what about flexibility? The ability to bend and care for ourselves in the most basic ways is another incredible sign of vibrant health. Let's move on to achievement number 3, which is a true test of everyday functional mobility. If you can stand steady on one leg, share that victory by commenting, "Rock solid," below 3. Putting on socks and shoes easily. Our third sign of being a rare gem is an action so fundamental to our daily routine that we often take it for granted until it becomes difficult. The ability to put on your own socks and tie your own shoes with relative ease. This means being able to sit down, lift one foot up, bend your body forward, and comfortably perform these tasks without needing long-handled shoe horns, elastic laces, or assistance from someone else. It may seem mundane, but this simple act of self-care is a powerful indicator of your body's functional flexibility and mobility. This simple act is actually a highly complex movement that requires a surprising range of physical capabilities to be working in concert. It is a true test of functional fitness. First, it requires good hip mobility, specifically hip flexion, to be able to lift your knee towards your chest and rotate your legs slightly. Stiff hips make this first step nearly impossible. Second, it demands spinal flexibility. You need a healthy range of motion in your lower and mid-back to be able to bend forward comfortably to reach your foot. A stiff or painful back is a major barrier. Third, it requires good balance, even while seated, to remain stable as you shift your weight and focus on the task. And finally, it requires manual dexterity and fine motor skills in your hands to manipulate the sock and tie the laces. Because it integrates all these systems, the ability to put on your own shoes is considered a key activity of daily living. ADL by healthcare professionals. The ability to perform ADLs independently is a cornerstone of healthy aging and a primary goal of any good senior health program. I have a patient, Mrs. Carroll, who is 75. We were discussing her health goals, and she said something that has always stuck with me. She said, "You know, my biggest goal is to never need one of those long shoehorns." I take pride in the simple ritual of getting myself dressed and ready every morning. Being able to bend over and tie my own shoes might seem small to others, but to me it means I am still in charge of my own life. It means I am still flexible, still capable. For Mrs. Carroll, this daily act was a quiet affirmation of her independence and a source of genuine pride. It was her personal benchmark for aging, a daily reminder that she was still maintaining the flexibility and mobility needed to care for herself. To maintain or work towards this ability, the focus should be on gentle stretching to improve hip and spine flexibility. Two of the best and safest exercises can be done right from a chair. First is the seated hamstring stretch. While sitting, extend one leg straight out with your heel on the floor. Keeping your back straight, gently hinge forward at your hips until you feel a light stretch in the back of your thigh. This helps with leg and lower back flexibility. Second is the seated torso twist. Sitting tall and crossing your arms over your chest, gently twist your upper body from side to side. This is wonderful for maintaining rotational mobility in your spine. Physical health is the foundation, but a sharp mind is what pilots the ship. Our next achievement moves from the body into the remarkable realm of cognitive health. If you can still put on your own shoes with ease every morning, celebrate that independence by commenting, "Stay flexible," below 4, recalling a recent detailed memory. Our fourth sign of being a rare gem moves from the physical to the cognitive. It is the ability to recall a specific detailed memory from the recent past. This isn't about remembering something from 50 years ago. It's about the health of your short-term memory. Examples include being able to answer with confidence, "What did I have for dinner on Tuesday night?" "What was the main plot of the movie I watched with my family yesterday?" Or, "What was the interesting story my friend told me on the phone last week?" It is the ability to not just recall that an event happened, but to recall some of the substance and details within it. This ability is a powerful sign of healthy short-term memory and effective executive function in the brain. It demonstrates that your brain is successfully performing 3 critical tasks. First, encode in paying attention and processing new information. Second, storing, consolidating that information into memory. And third, retrieving, accessing that information when needed. It is crucial here to differentiate this from normal age-related forgetfulness. It is perfectly normal to occasionally forget a name, misplace your keys, or have a word on the tip of your tongue. That happens to people of all ages. The achievement we are celebrating here is the ability to retain the context and substance of recent experiences, which is a key aspect of cognitive vitality and an important focus of senior health. A healthy memory is what keeps us connected to our present, not just our past. This makes me think of my patient, Mr. Frank, who at 77 is the beloved historian and storyteller of his family. He may not remember the name of every single actor in a movie, but he can recount the entire plot to his grandchildren with excitement and detail. He can remember the funny thing his daughter said on their video call last week and bring it up again to share a laugh. His wife jokes that she never has to remember what they ate because Frank always knows. This ability does more than just show his memory is sharp. It is the very fabric of his connection to his loved ones. It allows him to participate fully in conversations, share experiences, and remain the vibrant, engaged center of his family. The brain is like a muscle. It benefits from regular exercise. To keep your memory sharp, the key is to stay mentally active and engaged. Make reading a daily habit. Play puzzles and games that make you think, like Sudoku crosswords or even card games. And most importantly, always be learning something new. Whether it's a new word, a new recipe, or a new fact about history, the act of learning actively builds new neural pathways and keeps your brain healthy and resilient. A sharp mind often goes hand in hand with a curious spirit. This leads us directly to our final achievement, which is a sign not just of health, but of a life that continues to be fully and vibrantly lived. If you are proud of your great memory, share that gift by commenting "sharp mind" below 5. Actively engaging in a new hobby or learning. Our fifth and final sign of being a rare gem is perhaps the most beautiful. It is the act of actively seeking out and participating in a new hobby, skill, or learning experience. This is not just about maintaining the hobbies you've always had, but about having the curiosity, confidence, and mental energy to embrace something new. This could be anything from taking a community art class, finally learning how to use a tablet or smartphone, starting a small container garden on your patio, joining a book club, or even trying to learn a few phrases in a new language online. It is the act of being a student of life at any age. This achievement is a powerful indicator of several key aspects of healthy aging. First, it is the clearest sign of neuroplasticity. This is the brain's amazing ability to reorganize itself and form new neural connections throughout life. Every time you learn a new skill, you are literally rewiring your brain, keeping it flexible, adaptable, and resilient against cognitive decline. Second, it indicates strong mental and emotional health. It reflects a sense of purpose, curiosity, and a forward-looking perspective. It shows a will to engage with the world rather than withdraw from it. This engagement is one of the most effective ways to combat social isolation, which studies have repeatedly shown to be one of the greatest single risks to both the mental and physical health of older adults. Staying connected and engaged is a pillar of senior health. I am so inspired by my patient, Mrs. Helen. At 81, after years of feeling disconnected from her grandchildren who lived across the country, she decided she had had enough of feeling left out of their digital world. She walked into her local community center and signed up for a Beginner's Guide to Tablets class. She was the oldest student in the room, and she admitted she was terrified at first. Her simple goal was just to learn how to make a video call. But she did it. She learned how to FaceTime, and the first time she saw her grandson's face pop up on the screen, she cried with joy. That initial effort opened up a new world. She now attends her granddaughter's soccer games via video call. She has joined an online book club, and she has made new friends from her class. She didn't just learn a new skill. She broke through the barrier of isolation and flooded her life with new connections and purpose. The key is to follow your curiosity. Check out the opportunities at your local library, community center, or senior center. Many offer free or low-cost classes. Explore online learning platforms. Start with something small that genuinely sparks your interest. The goal is not to become an expert, but to enjoy the process of learning and growing. Excellent. These 5 achievements paint a beautiful and comprehensive picture of what healthy, vibrant aging can look like. Now let's bring it all together. If you are learning something new, inspire others by commenting. Never stop learning below. So today, we have celebrated 5 remarkable achievements that are true signs of exceptional health after age 70. We recognized the full-body strength required to get up from the floor, the solid balance needed to stand on one leg, the daily independence shown by the simple act of putting on your shoes, the mental clarity of a sharp memory, and the vibrant zest for life demonstrated by learning something new. These are not just arbitrary tests. They are living proof of a healthy lifestyle, a resilient body, and a spirit that refuses to be defined by a number. They are the true markers of a life being lived to its fullest potential. Whether you can do all 5 of these things, or just a few, I want you to feel a deep sense of pride in yourself today. Every single one of these abilities is a victory worth celebrating. If there's an area you'd like to improve, I hope you feel inspired to start with one of the simple tips or exercises we shared. Remember, the goal is not to compete with anyone else, but to be the strongest, most stable, most flexible, and most engaged version of yourself possible. Thank you so much for joining me in this celebration of strength. If you found this video insightful and uplifting, please give it a like. Please share it to celebrate the amazing seniors in your life. For more valuable content designed for vibrant living, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. And finally, I'd love to hear from you. Please drop a comment below and share which of these 5 achievements you are most proud of in yourself or in someone you love. Stay well, stay vibrant, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video.